Good news, everybody! The silencer no longer has Zurcher on it, which is great. And it's not just a lie on the cover like that one time when they said Bogdanovic was still on it, but it was actually Zurcher. And I raged. Not on camera, of course, because that would be exciting. But anyway, I'm happy to be back on the silencer. I refused to buy it when Zurcher was on it because I think he's a pompous douchebag. But now we have Herbert, Abnett, and Spicer. A few things, though. One, the Tyler Kirkham cover is sick. Love it. Good job, Tyler. I like when you actually put some effort into your work. It looks sweet. Could have maybe done a little bit. Anyway, this is the start of a new arc. It's still carrying on from the basic standpoint of the story, as far as I know. I did miss an issue or two because of their choice in artist. Man, was that a bullshit choice, too. I really feel like that was just a forced move to piss people off and prove that they would buy something even though they didn't like the people on it. But before I get into the comic, I need to address something rather important. And that is this stupid fucking advertisement for Aquaman on the goddamn cover of this comic. I don't want advertisements for your shitty live actions on the comic book. Everybody knows Aquaman's coming out. Nobody's going in to buy Silencer that doesn't know Aquaman is coming out. I don't need a reminder of when it's coming out on my comic, when it's going to be freaking getting blasted on every source of media out there. This is a waste. Stop. DC, stop. Don't do that. You got all this room back here for the fucking Aquaman. And you're still putting that shit up front. Don't do that. Bad. Another thing. So now that we got Herbert, Abnett, Spicer, there's a little weirdness. So for part 1, we have storytellers, Jack Herbert and Dan Abnett. For breakdowns, we have Tom Derenick. Colors, Mike Spicer. Letters, Tom... That doesn't matter. Storytellers, breakdowns, colors. What the fuck are breakdowns? Come on, I don't know what that is. I'm not a professional anything that has to do with comics. What the hell are breakdowns? Is that storyboards? Is that a fancy word for storyboard now? You guys are too high and mighty for that. And then storytellers. I'm guessing Jack Herbert is artist, because I know Dan Abnett writes. He can't draw himself out of a paper sack. So does that mean Jack is a storyteller because he's doing art? Or is this a secondary writer and breakdowns is what you're calling art? Because whatever it is, it really feels like you're trying to draw the importance away from the artist. That's kind of a douchey move. Like, let's just say that I am a rich entrepreneur who wants to get a head start into the comics industry, and I absolutely love the style of this artwork, right? How the hell am I supposed to know who the fuck to hire? I'm not going to hire breakdowns because I don't know what breakdowns. I don't want my comic to break down in the middle of it. That doesn't sound good. Mike Spicer, he does a good job on colors. I check him out. But storytellers, come on, guys. Just let's keep things standard here, huh? Stop trying to spice it up, you pretentious knobs. The comic, though, is great. We got Silencer teamed up with this demonic dog. I'm not going to tell you his story. You can figure that out by reading it. She's packing the head of a cyborg that tried to kill her. He's a smarmy bastard, of course, because that's fitting. I'm okay with that. Silencer uses her powers. We got lots of action. She's breaking into shit. It's great. This is what comics should be. When we cut away from action, what do we have? Technically more action, as her husband is desperately trying to find her and figure out whether or not she's dead. Also, booty. Good call. Storytellers. God, I don't even know who to thank for butt shots now because there's no artist. Maybe it's breakdowns. Maybe Derenick had something to do with it. I don't know. One cool thing about this little kid is they're always like semi-promoting themselves with their other heroes. And I kind of dig that because more little kids should have superhero stuff. Also don't know when she decided to start carrying a katana, but it's all bueno. This is what I was laughing about, though. Our crippled demoness sorceress. We should all know who this is if you've been following along with the story. But just, if you're in a wheelchair, clearly you're telekinetic. That's, what else would you be? Then she meets this guy who is like her, but instead of silencing things, he turns invisible. Starts off as a pretty cool fight, and then we get into a Mexican standoff. We start learning that there is some big plot twist that are happening right now. And we are about to get a glorious, glorious glamour shot of Talia. This right here is honestly the whole reason to buy the comic. Just boom! Look at her. That is fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Even Silencer is like, oh, I did not dress for this occasion. Talia is a badass, though, and I do recommend this. Abnett is telling a fantastic story, no matter who they are letting do the art on this. But this is one that I would definitely recommend checking out. Now, does this have a digital code? No, it doesn't have a digital code because we're too busy advertising for Aquaman. Alright, guys. That's my review for Silencer. Thank you for watching. Hail Hydra, baby.